all pretty high level stuff, and I don't want to overlook the old fashioned human intelligence that often goes into making these systems. So, Sarah, let's start with you here. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your personal story. You grew up in Ethiopia, went to college in the U.S., worked on a pretty vaunted commodity trading team at Morgan Stanley. What led you ultimately to strike out on your own and develop Grow Intelligence?
Other than insanity, I would say it's you know, being a commodities trader, you see how sort of the one thing about trading commodities versus say like credit risk or something like that is, when you're trading oil or you're trading natural gas or you're trading power, you are trading these real assets and there are things being delivered and there are sort of these real world consequences, and agricultural products are in sort of the world of commodities. I had personally seen how the energy markets in particular, because I was an energy trader, had been transformed due to better data availability. And I was very sort of interested in how do we bring that type of sort of access and transparency to high quality data and information to agricultural markets. Now, significantly more complicated because, very few agricultural products are actually traded in a sort of a financial market context. I can count them in both hands, less than 10 fingers, in terms of what's liquid and traded, whereas there's tens of thousands of different agricultural products. And so we had to do this very differently and had to do it way more efficiently in terms of data access information. But to me, I don't think we fix systems we don't fully understand. And so the reason I left and started Grow was, I was really interested in how do we solve for food security? Like, why have we been talking about it for decades and yet we still haven't solved this? And to me, it became very clear that all the major decision makers around the world were relying on pretty, stale data sets, very macro, not micro enough, definitely not predictive to make these decisions. And it was like, we have to start by building infrastructure to help the world better understand the system. And once we do that, then we can start to sort of advance the knowledge around it and how we fix it. So it was just, I guess, a desire to solve that problem. And then it was finding all the right tools along the way to do that. So, like I said, we're very much a problem. Like we didn't have a technology that we're looking to sort of apply to a specific domain. We started with, we need to solve a set of problems. And then it's like, what do we do to do that? What do we use to do that?